I remember one time, without saying anything bad, I was arriving, I'm sure a mayor knows the airport in London, and it's a whole big thing now, so it's better. But this was already a few years ago, and it was really a long way from the airport to go to screen, right? Now they have highways. And there was a little yeshiva, I came from Israel, and had to be in London, and he knew me. And he says to me, oh, you know, my father's picking me up. I'm sure he'd be happy to give you a lift. So I go with him to the car of his father. Obviously a rich man. He has his rival limousine, and then his son says to him, Daddy, could you give a lift? Could you give a lift to this? I met him on the plane. Well, this is definitely not. And you know, obviously he was a bit of a tyrant. The boy never was afraid to open his mouth. I'm standing there like a dope, you know. Has a beard, has a yarmulke, a black hat. You can't give a yid a lift, the car was empty. Then the boy says to him, you know, this is Shlomo Carlebach. Oh, why didn't you tell me, you know, I let him in. He said, let me tell you something, my friend. You think Hachnosas Orchim to invite strangers only to your house? To your car also. And if you're that kind of a yid who doesn't invite strangers to his car, I don't want to drive. I walked away. You know something? To invite people doesn't mean just to your house. To invite people to your heart. God is so deep. You know, when I meet somebody and I let them into my heart, it's the deepest Hachnosas Orchim. So, you know, imagine I am in somebody's heart. I'm a sure good friend. How long does it take for this person to throw me out from their heart? One little barking. One little barking. You know, if parents would know how easy it is for children to throw out their parents from their heart, they would shiver a million times before they open their mouth. They would shiver. You know, a husband, wife, everybody says, oh, it's my wife, it's my husband, I can say what I want to. Yeah, you can say what you want to. But you're thrown out from the depth of their heart. Yeah, you still live in the same house, but who cares? So, you know what you do from now on? V'ho azmin atik yaim. You know what you have to do? Your time orientation has to change. You know something? What are we angry at each other? Last week, you said this to me, and the day before you said this. 5 years ago, I remember you hurt my feelings. 10 years ago, I remember one morning you said hello to you, and you said, hello. All right. Can you get a little bit above time? God bless you. Says, V'ho azmin, you know what we're going to invite now? Atik yamin. Atik yamin, if you translate it, Atik means old. The old days means days which are eternal. And this is so deep. You know, if I have a meeting and I have 10 Coca-Cola bottles, I want you to buy 10 or 15, the meeting is not eternal. It could last for 10 hours, but it's 10 wasted hours. Sometimes when you love somebody very much, you talk to them for 1 minute, then it's 10,000 years. You know, people come to Israel and pray by the Holy Wall. How long are you standing by the Holy Wall? 5 minutes. So I will ask you, for this 5 minutes, you slept yourself 12 hours from New York, then you have to go back. 12 hours is 12 hours. But 1 minute by the Holy Wall is 10,000 years. Something else. I want you to know, reading the New York Times 5 minutes is 5 minutes. Learning Gemara 5 minutes is 100,000 years. Something else. So he says, V'ho azmin. V'ho azmin also means prepare yourself. V'noshin azmon, prepare yourself. Or invite. Atik Yana. Master of the world, please let me be connected to Atik Yana. To that which means beyond time, or means the old time, the time which is eternity. The Mincha de Yohan Chalta. Because now is the time. I want you to know something very deep. Mincha comes from the word the present, right?